Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Clank, a deck building adventure. This is the digital adaptation of the popular board game, one that I admittedly do not own. It's just not in the cards right now for me to pay for it. So there are several renditions of Clank. There's Clank, Clank Catacombs, Clank in Space. This is the original boxed core game. So there's online play, which is nice, and I saw like 6 or 7 games active when I was looking. So if you're looking for random people to play, you might be able to find something. I mean, there's not hundreds of people playing, but there's at least a couple of different lobbies available. You can choose your avatar, but it looks like some of them are locked, probably behind achievements or the expansion that you can get for like $9 or so. That's the Sunken Treasures. It includes more maps and more cards, that kind of thing. I don't own that. I'm going to wait for that to go on sale as well. Local play, there's solo, challenges, heist, and pass and play. I guess heist is like a weekly challenge thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I haven't tried it, but I do appreciate that there's pass and play. On the core game, there's 3 difficulty modes for AI and 2 different boards that you can play on. So not a whole lot of options there. In Arc Nova, there were 6 difficulty levels. And I will say, again, Dire Wolf needs to learn how to balance their AI. Easy in this game is not easy. I can barely beat it. Like, if you're going to include difficulty levels, why not make easy actually easy and then let the hardcore people play on medium or hard? I'm just saying, like, I won my first game against the AI. The first game I played, he destroyed me, absolutely wrecked me. So I don't know if it was just luck or what. So anyway, yeah. What is Clank? Well, it's a dungeon delver and deck builder. It's like a traditional deck builder in the sense that you get a hand of cards every turn and you spend them. You can use the currency on those cards to buy more cards from the array. You can use boot icons to move through the dungeon and pick up stuff. Like there's question marks with there are tokens with question marks on them. They get you various bonuses, but ultimately you're after an artifact. The artifacts are deeper down, and you're looking for anything with green victory point numbers on them. And that includes cards from the array, points from the artifacts that you pick up. You can buy a backpack from the market in the middle. They're like 4 gold spaces, but you can buy a backpack to get a second artifact. But ultimately, you're going down there, and you're trying to get back up to the surface before you're knocked out. During this, there's a dragon, and he will be spitting fire at you. And there's a Clank dice pool system where as you earn Clank, you add more dice of your color to the bag. So Clank is bad. It means you're making too much noise. Various things you do make Clank. The cards have Clank on them. Anytime you buy a particular card, it might add Clank. So ultimately, you want to keep your Clank down while adding Clank to your opponents because, again, it's a random draw. When the dragon is supposed to, based on various card effects or whatnot, it will draw so many cubes from the bag based on its rage level. And that will determine, whatever's drawn will determine who gets hit. So if I'm blue, and I've got 2 blue Clank in the bag, and my opponent is red, and he's got 10 red Clank in the bag, cubes or whatever, then more than likely he's going to take a number of hits. There's also neutral black dice that don't hit anybody. So all 5 of those dice may be black at random. You don't know. So there is a random element to this game that you may not enjoy. It's just a little bit of RNG, and you're hedging your bets, playing the odds. You're getting down as far as you can, as safe as you think you can. Get something and get out. And if you get back up to the surface before you're knocked out, you get like a lot of bonus points. But if you get knocked out like below ground or above ground, there are certain penalties associated with that. But ultimately, at the end of the game, you earn points for any 1 or 2 artifacts you may have picked up. Again, 1 is the default, but if you get a backpack from the merchant, you can get a second artifact. Those are worth a lot of points. The cards that you buy from the array have little green numbers on them, some of them, and you get points that way. You can pick up tokens, those question mark tokens. They have victory points on them sometimes. But certain spaces like have locks and monsters and footprints, so you have to get around those paths with the right tools. There's a combat mechanic in this game, and certain cards in the array, rather than purchase them, can be fought for bonuses, but you can also use your swords that you're earning from your cards to fight the monsters that are like in your path so you don't take damage. So yeah, there's like the game's okay, but here's the thing: Arc Nova is also $23 by Direwolf. That game is 15 times more complicated than this, and it's the same price, $23. I would rather someone pay $23 on Arc Nova, which is a lot more complex and has a lot of replayability compared to what you're getting here. It's just weird and odd to me that this Clank is the same price as the Arc Nova Digital. So I think Direwolf is really price gouging people on Steam for this. So do I recommend it? I'm going to do a thumbs up, thumbs down. I think while I thought that Arc Nova Digital was a bit high in price, there's a lot there to keep coming back to that. This game doesn't have enough to justify the same price tag as Arc Nova, in my opinion. So I'm giving it a thumbs up for the gameplay and the digital implementation, but I'm giving it a thumbs down for the price. I just think it's outrageous. So I got it for $7.50 during a Fanatical sale. I got like three of the Direwolf games for like $7.50 each: Arc Nova, Clank Digital, and Dune Imperium. So really cheap. Definitely worth $7.50, not worth $23 in my opinion. But so thumbs up, thumbs down, but do what you will. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.